In a quiet luxury hotel, away from the hustle and bustle of the airport and the camera, a simple moment between Jungkook and Jimin turned into a heated conversation among fans. Not because of a scandal, nor because of a big controversy, but because of a small joke that led to such a human emotional reaction. Jungkook joked, Jimin took heart. A brief scene, but full of layers of meaning, which made many people realize how fragile and sincere the relationship between the two BTS members was. That day was supposed to be a day of rest. Busy schedules, long commutes, and work pressures make hotels the only safe space for them. Inside the neatly arranged room, the atmosphere initially felt light. Jungkook, as usual, became a source of energy. He makes spontaneous jokes, his tone is relaxed, his expression is innocent. There was no intention to hurt, just his characteristic humor that often appeared when he wanted to break the ice. But the joke, whether because of the choice of words, intonation, or the wrong time, is precisely about Jimin's sensitive side. Jimin, who at that time looked more reserved than usual, suddenly changed his expression. Her thin smile disappeared, her eyes no longer sparkled. He was silent for a few seconds, long enough to make the mood of the room change. Jungkook, who was still laughing at first, slowly realized that something was wrong. To outsiders, this moment may seem trivial. But for those who have followed Jungkook and Jimin's dynamic over the years, that brief silence speaks louder than words. Jimin is known as a sensitive figure. He harbors emotions more deeply, often choosing to remain silent rather than directly express his discomfort. Jungkook's joke, though mild, may have touched a point of fatigue that he had been holding back. Long journeys, mental stress, and high expectations can make anyone more sensitive. That's where this moment becomes so real. There is no script, no stage, just two best friends who are learning to understand each other in a private space. Several sources familiar with the situation said that Jungkook immediately changed his attitude. He stopped joking, sat closer, and tried to read Jimin's expression. No self-defense, no continued laughter to mask the awkwardness. Jungkook is known to have a heightened sensitivity towards those closest to him, and this time the instinct worked. He realized that the jokes that for him were ordinary for Jimin could feel different. Jimin himself was not immediately angry. He just took a deep breath, looked the other way, as if trying to calm down. This reaction actually makes the moment feel more emotional. No emotional outbursts, no loud quotes. There is only a feeling of being touched and a desire to be understood. In that silence, their relationship is tested, not as idols, but as mere mortals. Moments later, Jungkook reportedly apologized in a very personal way. Not a formal apology, but rather simple words that come from the heart. He admitted that he didn't mean to hurt, and if his words made Jimin feel uncomfortable, it was entirely his fault. This attitude is a testament to the maturity of Jungkook, who often looks cheerful and relaxed, but is able to be serious when the situation demands. Jimin slowly responded. He didn't smile immediately, but his facial expression began to soften. He explained in a low voice that he was just tired and that the joke came at a bad time. That brief explanation opens up a space of empathy. Jungkook listened without cutting, a small thing that actually means a lot. At that moment, there is no age hierarchy, no position in the group, just two best friends learning to understand each other's boundaries. News of this moment at the hotel spread slowly among fans, especially those who were sensitive to Jungkook and Jimin's small interactions. Many see it not as a drama, but rather as a portrait of a healthy relationship. Not all relationships should always be filled with laughter and perfection. It is precisely from small misunderstandings and ways to resolve them that a deeper closeness can form. Fans' reactions were mixed, but dominated by empathy. Many felt this moment made Jungkook and Jimin feel closer and more real. They are not flawless figures, but rather individuals with emotions, fatigue, and a need to be understood. In an industry that often demands perfection, fragile moments like this are a reminder that behind the grand stage, there are humans who are trying to survive. The hotel, which witnessed the incident, fell silent again after their conversation was over. No cameras, no official footage. But the moment left a strong emotional imprint. Jungkook and Jimin came out of that room with a slightly deeper understanding of each other. Jokes that hurt turn into lessons about empathy, time, and communication for many fans. This story is not about who is wrong or right. It's about how two people who've been walking together for years still have to learn to adjust. Jungkook with his spontaneous personality, Jimin with his sensitive heart, both complement and challenge each other. And therein lies its beauty. That little moment in the hotel may never be officially confirmed, but the resonance feels real. He became a symbol that strong relationships are not relationships without friction, but relationships that are able to survive and grow through such friction. Jungkook joked, Jimin took heart, then the two chose to understand each other. A simple story, but full of meaning, which once again reminds the world why the bond between them is so loved. After the atmosphere thawed again, there was a subtle change felt between the two. Jungkook became a little calmer, no longer throwing random jokes like before. Each of his words sounded more measured, as if he was really thinking about Jimin's feelings before speaking. This small change did not go unnoticed by Jimin. He may not have said it directly, but the way Jungkook behaved afterwards felt like a real form of concern, not just a passing apology. The night at the hotel went slowly. The dim lights of the rooms, the faint sounds of the city from behind the windows, and the fatigue that finally found its place. Jimin sat on the side of the bed, looking at his phone without really focusing. Jungkook glanced several times, as if he wanted to make sure Jimin's mood really improved. The silence that remains is no longer an awkward silence, but rather a comfortable one, in which there is no demand to always speak. It is in moments like these that their relationship is often put to the test. Not on a stage with thousands of cheers, but rather in an enclosed space when no one is watching. Many think that their bond is always filled with laughter and impeccable togetherness, but in reality, like any human relationship, there are feelings that can be touched, there are boundaries that are sometimes accidentally crossed. Jimin then opened the conversation with a lighter tone. He made a small comment about tomorrow's schedule, as if to mark that the uncomfortable feeling had passed. Jungkook immediately responded with a relieved smile. A small laugh appeared, this time more slowly and carefully.
No ridicule, no excessive jokes.
Just a simple chat feels much warmer because it is born of understanding. For Jungkook, this incident is an important reminder. He is known as a cheerful figure and often uses humor as a way to get closer. But humor, no matter how warm its intentions, still has the potential to hurt if it is not delivered sensitively. As for Jimin, this moment shows that his feelings are appreciated, that he does not always have to restrain himself for the sake of maintaining the atmosphere, because there are people by his side who are willing to listen and adjust. The story about Jungkook's jokes and Jimin's feelings later developed into a reflection for many fans. Many relate, seeing pieces of themselves in those dynamics. How often small jokes between friends or close people actually hurt unintentionally. And how important honest communication is to prevent the wound from growing. Jungkook and Jimin's relationship has been known to be full of warmth. But it is precisely because of such closeness that emotions can be felt sharper. The closer a person is, the more likely their words are to touch the most sensitive side. The moment in the hotel was proof that true closeness is not measured by how rarely conflicts occur, but rather by how they are dealt with. As the night wore on, the two finally rested feeling calmer. No major drama is left behind, just a new understanding that slowly strengthens their bond. Tomorrow, they will again appear before the world with a professional smile, as if nothing had ever happened. But behind that smile, there was an emotional maturity that grew out of a simple conversation in a hotel room. This moment, no matter how small, is a reminder that Jungkook and Jimin are not just public figures. They are human beings with hearts, emotions, and a learning process that goes on. A joke that had touched feelings does not